Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Business confidence has barely changed in the first quarter of 2024 compared to the end of last year. It was a similar view for consumer confidence based on the latest surveys commissioned by the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce and conducted by Market Research Services Limited. Javon Keys reports.
For January to March this year, local businesses held a stable outlook for the economy. For the period, there was less than a 1% increase in business confidence, and according to Executive Chairman of Market Research Limited, Don Anderson, the outlook is stable based on the 95 businesses polled.
We started the year in the same position as we ended 2023. So there's really absolutely no change in business confidence.
Fewer businesses felt their profits to be better than expected in the first quarter. Mr. Anderson says of the 95 businesses surveyed, only 18% of the firms held that view. That's down from 26.3% of businesses polled at the end of 2023 and 20% for the first quarter in 2023.
So businesses aren't, overly excited about profit expectation. It's down to 18 percentage points now. That's the number of businesses who expect that their profit will be better than expected. 67% expected to be just as expected, or intend and feel that it will be no better than they expect it to be.
Consumer confidence was also roughly unchanged compared to the fourth quarter in 2023, reaching 174.4 points. This reflected a 0.2% decline.
When we look at the fourth quarter in 2023, 18.5% of the consumers thought that current business conditions were good. But that fell substantially in the first quarter of 2024 to 10.3 percentage points.
73.7% felt business conditions in the first quarter were average. As for jobs,
10% of the consumers that we interview say that jobs are plentiful. Only 10%. Now, that of course is something that is a cause for concern, because what drives the economy is how people feel about their job situation. But consumers are saying we don't think jobs are plentiful. They've never ever felt that jobs are plentiful. And in this situation, the level of consumers, the number of consumers who say that jobs are plentiful remains basically the same throughout.
For the Business Day, I'm Javon Keys.
Real estate company Remax Elite Realty says it will be expanding in the coming months. Roger Williams, CEO of Spectrum Group, which acquired Remax, announced it will be opening more offices to meet the demand for real estate.
Up to a year ago, we really had, for most of those 15 years, 2 offices, one in Kingston, one in Montego Bay. Today, or over the last, say, 6 weeks, we opened 3 new offices, one in Portmore, one in Draxall, and one Shortwood Road, not too far from here in Kingston. And in the next 4 or so weeks, we're going to be opening one in Negril.
Mr. Williams was speaking at the Remax Jamaica Premier Real Estate Conference and Expo that began on Monday. He said the team is also eyeing St. Thomas following the Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project.
The developments are creating opportunities all across the island. So within the next 12 months, we'll be opening additional offices through franchising primarily in Trelawney, St. Mary, and Manchester. And even though we don't have it firmly on our roadmap right now, what we have been seeing in St. Thomas is forcing us to go back to the planning board and said, we need to take a look here.
The Jamaican dollar gained 40 cents against the U.S. currency at the close of trading on Tuesday. Banks and cambios are selling the American dollar for an average $156.63. The Canadian dollar is being sold for $113.68. $193.75 is the average value of the pound, while the euro is going for $169.81. And to the stock market now, the JCC index lost 3,063 points today, while the junior market index declined by 3 points. Among the 43 winners, First Rock Real Estate Investments US dollar shares, Sterling Investments US dollar shares, Consolidated Bakers Jamaica, Palace Amusement Company, and QWI Investments. The 47 losers were led by KLE Group, Stanley Motor, MFS Capital Partners, T-Tech, and PBS 9.25% shares. 23 stocks closed the session selling at the same price they started trading. And that's it for the Business Day. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Good evening.